Hi, good evening all. Welcome to SS Creation. Now we are going to have a look at the continuation of Achieving Financial Goal Part 3 video, and this could be the Achieving Financial Goal Part 4 video. I got certain requests in WhatsApp as well as through calls on certain clarifications which is required for the people. So this doubt could be running in each and everyone's mind as well. So I plan to make clarification on Achieving Financial Goal Part 1, Part 2 and Part 3 video. I have listed down entire queries that is being asked by the people. So I'm going to just give you people a clarity on each and every questions that is being asked. The first question which people ask me is whether share market is suitable for people with very less capital. For example, a person is paying his dues. He is paying a housing loan, car loan and all the loans. And finally at the end of the month, he is having just 500 rupees or 1000 rupees in his bank account. And he wants to know whether he can invest in share market to get better returns than the bank interest. My first answer to this is whatever fund you have which is in excess to you and you don't require that fund for minimum 2 to 3 months, definitely you have a place to invest in share market. And if you don't want that fund for minimum 1 year, you definitely have a place in share market to do a month on month SIPs. SIP can be done in stocks, SIP can be done in mutual fund, SIP can be done in liquid fund, in any instruments in share market. So share market doesn't mean only buying shares. Share market, you can buy share, you can buy ETFs, you can buy mutual funds, you can buy liquid funds, you can buy gold Bs. There are a lot of investment methods available in the stock market. We have already seen all these things before. So we are going to split this video into 3 different types. One is a person with very low capital, which is less than 2000 rupees. And another one is going to be a person with 5000 rupees plus. And another part we are going to see with person with about 10,000. And there are some people who ask, I get a fund today, 10,000 rupees, which I am going to put it in bank account, which I don't have any use in the recent future. So whether that fund also I can utilize in some kind of an instrument, so I get better return. The answer is yes. We will see what are those instruments which you can invest and get a better return. Because I am recording this on my mobile, I am not able to show you an evidence. I am not sure whether I can show. I will try to take some screenshots and post it in this video if possible. Okay, now let us first see a person with less than 2000 rupees. What all he can do with that 2000 rupees in the stock market. I will give you with 2000 rupees, 3000 rupees, 500 rupees per month, 100 rupees per month. Also you can invest in market. But my strict recommendation is don't buy any stocks. It is not advisable for you to buy any stocks, because you may not be in a position to do an averaging whenever it goes down and book profit whenever it climbs up in the reverse U pattern. And if you buy mutual funds, you can easily do the averaging, because I will explain you how to do that particular averaging in this particular video. See, for people who has less than 2000 rupees in hand, you can invest in 4 instruments which would give you a better return on investment. There is something called Sensex fund, there is something called Nifty IT, there is something called Nifty 50, there is something called Axis Small Cap Fund. These are the 4 really good funds in which you can invest. Sensex fund, Nifty 50 and Nifty IT has majority of its investment in the large cap. So you may not lose much in this particular large cap sectors. If you require more profit, then that is where I have added a slightly high risk share into this particular portfolio, which is Axis Small Cap Fund. This particular fund invests completely in small caps as the mutual fund suggests. So it will, whenever there is a good movement in the market, small caps will have a very good rally. Whenever there is a big fall, small cap will have a big fall. So this is something kind of a risk portfolio, which is Axis Small Cap. If you require, you can invest in it. If you are a very small investor, like 1000 rupees or 500 rupees, then I would advise you not to invest in Axis Small Cap. Rather, you can invest in Sensex and Nifty IT. Sensex fund requires only 100 rupees SIP every month. And Nifty IT is an ETF which you can buy through any of your stockbroker which you use. So even 100 rupees, 200 rupees or daily 26 rupees if you have also, that you can invest and buy Nifty IT ETF. I will post all those ETFs and what is its name in the video, and also I will put it in the video description. So with people with 2000 rupees can go with all these four. They can split and invest 500 rupees in each, which will approximately give you 10% or 15% year on year. Worst case scenario I am talking about. If the market is really good and it is rallying really perfect, then you can even get a 20% return on investment every year. I started doing these 4 mutual funds somewhere 4 months before, and all of them are almost 10% profit today. And small cap, Axis Small Cap Mutual Fund is approximately 12% for me in profit for my investment. And one more advice to each and every one of you is, don't look at how much percentage others are making. Maybe they have more capital, they have a good risk taking ability, they can make more money or less money depending on their situation. Always focus on your goal, your investment and the cash in hand with us, and what is our goal and how to reach our goal, rather than looking at what other person is doing. And now we will go into second category of people, where people are having 5000 rupees in hand. Here I would take two risk taking high risk mutual funds. One is Axis Bank Small Cap Fund and another is Axis Bank Mid Cap Fund. These are the two high risk taking stocks or mutual funds which would give you, when you add this into your portfolio, whenever the market rises, your portfolio will beat the Nifty 50's return. The other thing is others are going to be similar to the previous one which I told, Sensex, IT and Nifty 50. So overall, if you invest 500 in each of these, you would approximately invest 2500 rupees. And one more mutual fund which I am going to add to your portfolio is, you are not only going to invest in this particular mutual fund in Indian stock market, you are also going to invest in US stock market and other major companies available in the world, like Microsoft, Apple, then Amazon, all these things, Facebook. The mutual fund name is Parag Pari Flexi Cap Fund. I have personally invested in this mutual fund as well. So overall, if you see, you would have invested 3500 rupees right now. Balance you will be having 1500 rupees in hand. With this 1500 rupees, you can go ahead and invest in stocks based on your preference, or you can go ahead and invest in stocks based on the historic performance. For example, if you see stocks like Motherson Sumi, they have given very good return in the past years, and also they give you a bonus, shares, rights, all those things, and it is also having a good dividend, I guess. When I speak about dividends, you can also invest in stocks which give huge dividend as well. those stocks will not be having a good uptrend rally, no, but they are a very good risk mitigating shares, where you will get very good return on your investment with respect to the dividends itself. Your dividends will be approximately 5%, 6%. Even your bank does not give you that much interest when you keep it in their savings bank account. So you can invest in selective stocks which gives you a high return on dividend, especially like Coal India, ITC. These are all very good dividend yielding stocks. Then there is, I think PFC is also giving good return. Just go, we will have the look into what are all the stocks that gives good dividend yield in subsequent video. We are not going to cover it in this particular video. So go through which are all stocks that gives good dividend and probably take those kind of stocks in this 1500 rupees balance cash. So your return on investment with respect to share growth is one, and another thing will be with respect to the dividend. This dividend will give you something, whatever you want from the bank interest, it will give you more than the bank interest, and whatever the share value appreciate, it is an excess advantage for you. So you are mitigating the risk that this share will not fall much, because all high dividend yielding shares doesn't fall much. So one side you are protected with your capital, and another side you are getting your profits, you are running your profits. So this is also one of a good hedge with the market. Now coming with people who has a 10k fund. Whatever mutual funds I have suggested before, same mutual funds will be applicable for you as well. And the balance 3000 rupees you can invest on stocks and 2000 rupees on the debt funds. There are many debt funds which give 10% return year on year, where you can invest in those kind of a debt fund. We will cover what are all the debt funds that you can invest, and what are all the stocks that is good for investing, what are all high dividend yielding stocks in the forthcoming videos. We are not going to cover those kind of stocks in this, because already the video is running almost 15-16 minutes right now. So by the end it would have reached a long time. So probably I want to cut short the video. We will look at what are all those stocks in the future videos which we are going to post. And also debt fund, I will take a separate video for the debt fund. Debt fund is really a good hedge for your savings bank account. Whenever you want fund, you want your money back, you can sell and you can make your money back into your account immediately. So it does not require like 4 days, 5 days, 10 days, 1 year you have to wait. There is nothing like that in liquid fund. Liquid funds are really good when it compared to keeping your money into your savings bank account. We will cover the liquid funds also in a separate video. Okay, now finally there was one more question. I get 10,000 rupees today. Whether I can invest in something? Yes, you can go ahead and invest in the mutual funds which we have given above, or you can mitigate the entire risk by investing this in debentures. There are many secured debentures available. You can go ahead and invest in secured debentures, or you can buy Bharat bonds. There are many bonds that is available. So you can buy those bonds and you can get 10%, 12% return on your investment money, which will be having a very good return when compared to your savings bank. Again, related to bonds, what are the bonds, secured bond, unsecured bonds, all these things we will cover it into a separate video. Debentures is one of the excellent method for investment. With your capital being 100% protected, you can go ahead and invest in secured debentures. Those things we will cover in the forthcoming videos. That's all for today, guys. I hope I have given clarity to each and every one of you. Share market is not for any specific people who has only more capital. No, even with people with 100 rupees to 100 crore rupees has some instrument to invest in the market. It depends on your capital, how much return you will get, but everyone will get good return on investment when compared with your money in the savings bank account. This clarity is what I wanted to give, because many people had this kind of a doubt, where to invest, how to invest. If you like the video, do hit on the like button. If you have still not subscribed to our channel, do hit on the subscribe button. Share these videos to your friends so it will be more useful for you as well as for your friends and family. Thanks for watching the video. Have a great day.